everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Mystic Fitness. Welcome to our outdoor live stream classes here on the beautiful Victory Field. So we have a couple of announcements for our classes coming up. So our live stream outdoor classes Monday through Friday will be changing from 9 a.m. to 8 a.m. And that change begins on August 3rd. Monday, so next week. Our weekend classes that are in the morning will still be 9 a.m. and you're welcome to join us virtually or here in our outdoor studio. We also have a new class that we've just added to our outdoor schedule on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. So that one is not live streamed. If you'd like to join us Wednesdays at 6 p.m., you will have to come here. And once you do, you will not be sorry that you did. This is such a beautiful place to practice. And we also have some 4 p.m. outdoor classes on Saturdays. So hope to see you at any of those. My name is Erin. I'm super happy to be here today with these lovely yogis and with you at home. And let's begin our practice. Make sure you have a block or two for today's practice. That will serve you best. We'll start off in a comfortable seated position. And if you're finding that you're not too comfortable sitting down, you're welcome to sit on a block or maybe a pillow or something like that. Once you start to find your spot, let your eyes gently close. Start to come to your breath. Just gently inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Not trying to make anything happen, but just allowing your body to settle. Let your hands find a place to rest, maybe on the knees. Noticing a length through the crown of the head, and a gentle softening of your shoulders. Maybe taking a moment here and doing a quick scan of your body. Noticing any places where you're holding tension, any injuries you might be working with today. Just becoming really aware of not only yourself, your inner self, but of the surroundings. If you're outdoors, maybe there's a buzz of insects, a symphony of birds, a soft breeze on the skin. Just take it all in. Long, slow, even breaths. Begin to lengthen your breath. Inhale, fill your belly, move on up through the chest. And then exhale, chest down to belly. Big breath in. Complete breath out. Every in-breath, you'll fill the belly, the whole pelvis inflates, chest opens and rises. And then as you exhale, you'll gently let the air out and maybe squeeze that last little drop out at the end by lifting pelvic floor and squeezing low belly in. We'll get about 3 more. Fill up on the in-breath. Exhale completely, maybe adding that little ab work at the end by lifting the pelvic floor, drawing low belly into the spine. We'll get 1 more like that. Big breath in. And complete breath out through the nose. Good. Keeping your eyes closed, let's sweep our arms up overhead. Palms might touch above you if they've got the space to. And then as you exhale, you'll draw your prayer hands to your heart. Invite your eyes to close once again if they opened. Take a moment to set an intention for your class if that feels right for you. And we'll seal our intentions and mark the beginning of our journeys together with the sound of Om. We'll prepare with a single cleansing breath. Let's take a breath in together through the nose. Side away. And inhale for Om. gorgeous. Have a great practice, everybody. Let's float our eyes open. Take a big breath in. Arms stretch up overhead. Really open up your fingers, stretch them. Draw the shoulders down, fingers wide open. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, we'll come up and over towards the right side. Inhale, maybe back off a little bit. Come up just enough. Draw the shoulder down from your ears. Exhale, maybe a little deeper into this side bend. We'll take one more breath in and out again. Inhale, lift all the way up, stretch tall. Exhale, up and over to the other side. Take a time here to lengthen a little bit on the in-breath, maybe coming slightly out or all the way out even. And exhale, deepening. We'll take one more breath, reminding yourself to draw your shoulder down from the ears, chest is open towards the front. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, draw hands through heart center. And let's come on to the hands and the knees, and we will start our warm-up here. As you first arrive, maybe wag your tail a little side to side, warming up side body just a bit more with some dynamic movement. Make sure your hands are shoulders width apart, either directly under the shoulders, or if your wrists are less bendy, you'll walk them a little bit forward to give yourself a more comfortable position. With the knees under the hips, let's cow and cat. Inhale, belly lowers, look up, here's your cow. Exhale, curl and round, tuck chin into the chest. Continue to move with your breath, inhaling, arching, exhaling, curling. So I like to get my elbows involved here, using physics to help me kind of press up and away. Feeling longer and stronger already. Every time you curl, draw low belly into the spine. Let's get one more like that. Exhale, curl it in, hold the curl for a moment, press firmly into all 10 of your fingers. Maybe you gently shake your head from side to side just a bit. And we'll come back to neutral spine on the in-breath and extend your right leg back. So we're working on our extended table or balancing table position. Let's reach the opposite arm forward. If you're feeling a little adventurous, take a big breath in. As you exhale, knee and elbow will curl in towards the midline. Inhale, extend, press through your back heel. Exhale to curl. If you want to bring your hand down, all good, work just with the knee. Get one more length in it. Exhale to curl it. Inhale, long, extended table. Pause. Feel pelvic floor lift, squeeze low belly, squeeze glute. Hand comes down only, and then tap the back toes towards the back of the mat. You're going to come into a modified side plank here by drawing the inner edge of the back foot to the floor, spinning on the left knee, and then making your way up into side plank. And I'm just going to spin around so you can see me from the other side. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, curl it under, getting a little twisted motion. Inhale, peel open. Exhale, thread top arm underneath. Get one more inhale, open. Exhale, thread underneath, little twist. Inhale, take it back to side plank. Option to stay here. Reach your arm a little bit more forward. Now you're either rocking this stretch or to add a little core work, take a breath in. Exhale, back knee lifts up, elbow crunches towards it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, a little crunch or not. One more lengthen. Exhale to crunch. Beautiful. Let's come back to that modified side plank. And exhale back. 2 hands and knees. Sit back on the heels. Let's roll the wrists a little bit there or shake them out. If you prefer something else that you need for your rest, feel free to do it. We're going to come and try the other side now. So let's get back onto hands and knees. Opposite leg, so left leg slides back. Reach your opposite arm forward. Stay right here. Big breath in. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen, stomp your foot back. Exhale, curl it in. Last few, inhale, nice and long. Exhale, curl and crunch. Very last one, curl and crunch. Come back to extended table, pause. Feel strength through the lower belly. Deep core work here. Hand comes down. Drop the back foot to the floor. We're going to spin on the knee that's down. Drop the inner edge of the back foot down. Peel open. Side plank, other side. big breath in. Exhale, curl it. Inhale, peel open. And exhale, thread it. One more time. Inhale, peel open. And exhale to thread it. Let's inhale, reach up, modified side plank. You could stay here for the entire sequence or bring your hand towards your ear, reach forward. Maybe adding crunches, big breath in. Exhale, lift that knee, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, crunch. Do it again. Inhale, nice and long. And exhale to crunch. Let's come back to modified side plank. Big stretch, open up maybe a little bit there. And back to hands and knees. From here, we'll curl the toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog we go. Start to pedal your feet to warm up your dog. Spread your fingers wide apart from each other, but not too wide. You don't want to strain anything. Start to grip your mat with the fingers as you pedal your feet. Bend one knee at a time. We'll start to still the feet now as we explore our still dog. Try to bend the knees here and then press the shoulders further back from the wrists. So this will help you stretch out the spine. And then once the spine feels lengthened and good, you can work on straightening the legs a little bit, or maybe the legs just stay bent here. Let's take 3 long breaths. Two more, head nice and heavy. One last one. Good. On your in-breath, look for the front of the mat. Bend your knees, and as you exhale, you'll walk, or maybe you take a little hop to bring your feet up towards your hands. Let's inhale to half lift, hands to the shins, lower belly strong. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are nice and soft. Again, inhale halfway, notice your strength. Exhale, soften, notice your softness. One more time, inhale, feel strong and powerful. Exhale, surrender. With knees gently bent, maybe you walk hands side to side. Dangling here. If it's a little too intense, you could bring your hands onto a block. Another few breaths here. If you enjoy ragdoll arms, you could grab opposite elbows. And just letting that little bit of extra weight from the arms further open up the shoulders and the upper back. Letting all your cares just disappear. One long breath in. And let it out. All right, let's release any grip you're working with here. And as you inhale, we'll rise all the way up, extended mountain. Maybe your palms touch as you lift your soul to the sky. And exhale, draw your hands to heart center. We'll get a couple of sun salutation A's in here today, core vinyasa style. Let's inhale the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hinge with the knees nice and soft. Inhale, halfway, hands onto shins. As you exhale, we're stepping directly back into downward facing dog to add a little extra core work. You're welcome. Let's inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, try to lift the hips as you wave through each vertebra of your spine to arrive in high plank. Now we'll hold our high plank on the in-breath. And as we exhale, knees will lower on this first one. Lower yourself all the way to the ground. Inhale, tuck your chin, lift the chest, cobra pose. Exhale, press your way up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Another breath in and out. One more. All right, taking our travel to the front of the mat again. Inhale, look forward, knees bend. Exhale, walk or hop forward. If you hop, try to press the floor away to slow your feet down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands draw to heart center. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge with soft knees, forward fold. Inhale to half lift, hands on shins. Exhale to down dog, hands plant, step your way back. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, lift belly. Exhale, wave and roll to plank, find that core connection. Inhale and plank like you mean it, squeeze glutes. Exhale, we're going to lower down, knees up or down this time, so either chaturanga with the knees lifted or all the way to the ground. Inhale, up dog or high cobra. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Excellent. Take your breaths. Full long breaths. Anytime you need to let out a little extra tension, you're welcome to sigh out those exhales. One last breath here in your down dog. Let's travel forward and we'll find a chair pose there. Inhale, look forward, knees bend. Exhale, walk or a little hop of your feet towards hands. Inhale, halfway. And exhale to fold. We'll rise to extended mountain. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, let's take hands to heart center. Check in with your feet. They should be hips width apart. Arms sweep up as you breathe in, and then as you exhale, arms forward. Sit the hips back. Find chair. You can continue to work with the arms forward, or maybe open them up to some cactus arms. I'll just turn around here so you can see my cactus arms. Hips are drawing back, so don't want those knees coming forward. Keep them back. Breathe. Any other variations are welcome. If your shoulders are tender, you could take hands to heart. One more breath. On this exhale, you might sit deeper. Oh, nice. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, bow all the way down. Let's get an inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Take a moment in this fold. Just one breath here, allowing head to be heavy. Hands can be on blocks if you can't quite reach the ground. On your next inhale, let's find half lift. And exhale, step your way back. We're back to downward facing dog. Coming into our first crescent flow here, let's inhale the right leg all the way up to the sky. Exhale for tiger curl 1. Knee comes in towards the chest. Pick those hips up. Let's inhale the right leg all the way up again. Exhale, one more tiger curl. This time we hold it. And we'll step to the right hand to make our way into runner's lunge. Before you lift up for crescent, feet should be placed hips width apart. Start to find that connection to the core. On your in-breath, back knee will dip a little to help you lift through front spine to high lunge. Back heel stays up, chest proud. We'll find some freedom lunges here. Arms forward. Inhale, open up. Exhale, hug yourself. Back knee will dip. Inhale to open. Exhale to curl. Couple more, inhale. Find that freedom in the body. One more, open up. And one more to curl. Inhale, back to crescent. Shoulders draw down. Back heel stays lifted. Maybe you lift your gaze or your chest up towards the sun. Last two. Last big breath here. As you exhale, we'll find our runner's twist. Hands come down to the ground near the front foot. Maybe you bring your left hand onto a block. And we'll sweep the right arm up to the sky. Continue to breathe. Gaze either for your top hand, or if it feels better for your neck to look down, that's where you look. Do whatever you need to do. Last two breaths. One more. Good. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hand comes down, 2 hands to the ground. Step your way back to downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet for a moment. Long breath in and out. Either stay in down dog, take a child's to rest, or vinyasa with me. Inhale, look forward, knees bend. Exhale, wave your plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, or the ground. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Thighs lift for up dog. And exhale, take your way back. Find a breath. And let's find the other side. Inhale, left leg up, up, up. Exhale, draw knee into the nose. Find that deep core connection there. Inhale again, sweep your leg. Exhale, move from deep core. Knee comes into the chest. And then you place your left foot towards the left hand. Arrange your feet hips width apart, and then we'll find crescent. Dip the back knee to lift up through front spine and find that high lunge. Get ready for your freedom lunges. Reach forward, inhale, open the chest, back leg is straightened out. Exhale, dip the knee and hug. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curl it down. Last 2. And everybody will look a little different here. And that's the joy, the glory of it. Let's come back to crescent now. Allow yourself to be here. Maybe you look up towards the sky or forward, whatever feels better. Last few breaths. Feel strong in the legs. Free through the heart. One more breath. Exhale, hands come to front foot as we make our way into runner's twist on the other side. Maybe a block under the right hand. Left arm reaches up. So you can look wherever you want, again, for the neck, but you just don't want to let your head hang heavy. Keep a nice long line of energy from the crown of the head to the back heel. Long breath in. Long breath out. Last few. Last breath in. Exhale, hand comes down, and then we will step back to downward facing dog. Let's all inhale, look forward, knees bend. Exhale, wave to plank, stay in plank. Little Diablo plank action here. We're going to drop the heels to the right, through center to the left. So we're just rolling over tippy toes. Heels are going side to side. As you lift up through center and over, feel that deep core. Doing the action there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to plank, pause. Gently lower yourself either all the way down by dropping knees or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, take it back, down dog. Nice. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Anytime we're in down dog, you're welcome to come into a child's pose or something like that. Anything you need to do to rest, any resting pose is always welcome. We're going to journey to the top of the mat again, so let's inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk or hop, feet up. Inhale halfway, and exhale, fold it on down. Let's inhale, rise all the way, palms touch, and exhale, hands draw to heart center. Beautiful. So we're going to come into a little bit of balance next. I'm just going to step off my mat to make it a little easier on myself. We'll begin by balancing on the right leg. So finding mountain pose to begin with, both feet grounded, gentle lift of belly. We'll take hands onto hips to prepare as we lift the left knee. Keep it up there. I like to take my hands to prayer. If you prefer to keep them on your hips, go for it. Take one more breath here. We're going to take a slow transition. Start to bend the standing leg a little and then press that foot, left foot back. So we're coming into a warrior 3 variation. Take a moment. And then we'll land that foot towards the back of the mat, and you will land in your warrior 2 legs. Open your arms, and then pivot right toes to face the long end of your mat. So now we're coming into our goddess. So the toes will point outwards and sit your way down. So your toes are at just a diagonal angle here. Your knees point in the same direction as your toes. We're going to warm up for our side-facing postures here with a few goddess fists of fire. So we'll inhale, come nice and long. Exhale, squat to goddess. Fists right down to Uddiyana Bandha. Again, inhale, exhale. We'll go a little faster. For 4, 3, forceful exhales there. 2, and 1. Come all the way up and then back to goddess. So sit down. I like to take my thumb and my forefinger together to meet. Drawing that courage, that knowledge from the universe, from my deepest wisdom. The wisdom we all have within. One more breath. Good. Let's inhale, straighten legs, arms sweep up. Both feet turn to pivot to face the long end of your mat. Arms out to the side, 5-pointed star. Big breath in, open the chest. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Take yourself down. Now in this first fold, let's do a few side lunges side to side, bending one knee and then the other. You can let your spine kind of weave a little bit. And we'll find our way down the middle, either holding edges of the feet, holding onto a block if you can't quite reach, or whatever version works for you here. Try to let go to anything that you are still holding on to, head nice and heavy. Last breath. To come up, we will bring our hands into a half lift position, so find the strength here. Hands come onto hips, still maintaining this slight bend in knees. And we'll inhale all the way up, drawing up through front spine. Coming to a warrior two. On the right, pick up right toes, pivot on the heel, spread your wings. Gaze for your right thumb. Try to set yourself up right down the middle in between your legs. We're not reaching forward there, we're right smack dab in the middle. Try to soften the shoulders from your ears, and we'll flow a bit here. Flip the front palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale to a core extended side angle, maybe today with two arms reaching forward. Try that again, nice and slow. Inhale back. Exhale, core extended side angle. Again, inhale, reach back. Exhale, hold that core extended side angle. So if this is a little too intense at any point, you're going to take that bottom elbow down and press it into the thigh for a little extra leverage. If you want to open up the shoulders more, top arm can come down and around to the lower back for half bind. We'll take 3 more long breaths here. Last 2. Last 1. Coming right into triangle from here. If you have a block nearby, you might want to grab it, put your hand. We're just going to straighten the front leg now and peel the left arm open towards the sky. You could also bring your hand onto your shin. You want to keep a little bit of a bend in the front knee so that you're not hyperextending. So a lot of work in that front leg, but at least we straightened it out here. 1 more breath. Let's slowly come back to reverse warrior. Bend the front knee, inhale, rise, sweep all the way back. And as you exhale, we'll cartwheel our way back down and find downward facing dog. Take a breath. Let the breath go. Let's travel. Inhale, look forward, knees bend. Exhale, a walk or a hop of the feet to the hands. Inhale, half lift. And 1 breath here. Let it all go, maybe a sigh. Let's rise, press into the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands draw to heart center. Maybe you keep them here as we start to balance on the other leg. Left leg grounds, right knee comes up. Hands can be on hips if it helps steady you. Transitioning through warrior 3 variation here with hands at heart, perhaps start to extend the right leg back. Keep your gaze softly on something in front of you. Stay for another moment. We're landing in our warrior feet if you need to come down sooner. Now we'll all land the back foot, heel drops, and we will open up. So in warrior 2, coming back to that side facing posture, you're going to pivot the left toes. So you're facing the long end of your mat, and I'm just going to spin around. So back in our 5-pointed star here and coming into goddess. Toes point out once again. Same thing here, so fists of fire in our goddess. Inhale nice and long and straight. Exhale, sit, pelvis draws in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, firm lift. Oh, I love the breath I'm hearing back there behind me. Pull it in. 2 more. 1 more. Inhale, come up, and then spread your wings out to find your goddess, thumb and forefinger meet. On this side, just for kicks, we're going to pulse it out for a little bit. We've got 10, 9, just lifting and lowering just a bit for 5, 4, 3, 2, and settle into your new goddess seat. Maybe it's a bit deeper. Feel the breeze, feel the energy coursing through your body. I see a little puppy over there in the background having some fun. Let's come on out. Inhale, straighten your legs, toes point forward, arms up. And exhale. Let's take it out. 5-pointed star. This time we'll interlace hands behind the low back. Inhale, open up. And exhale, hinge forward. Wide leg forward fold. With your hands interlaced. And if this isn't working, of course, you can drop your hands. So yoga is for every body. Every body is going to look a little different. And that's what makes it so beautiful. We have a whole rainbow, a whole spectrum of yogis. We can all learn from each other. It's all good. One more breath. Inhale, rise tall, press to your feet, use deep core to come on up. And let's come to warrior 2 on the left side. So just pick up the left toes and pivot. We'll stay in our warrior 2 at first to really find the foundation of the legs. So we press the feet into the earth. See if you can try to draw the earth's energy up the limbs through the crown of the head. Spread that energy through your arms. Flip the left hand as we get ready to reverse warrior on the in-breath. Exhale, maybe a core extended side angle. You could always drop that hand down. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, core extended side angle. Front knee bent there. One more time. And we will hold core extended side angle, trying to keep the chest open towards the side of your mat. If you want to bring your bottom arm down to make it a little easier, go for it. Maybe taking top arm down and around to the lower back to bind, whether you're in core or not. Last few breaths. One more. You guys look awesome, I can tell. All right, let's do our triangle. So we will start to lift the right arm up, straighten the left leg, slide your hand down to either hold the shin, or if you've got that block there, hands on the block. We're trying to keep ourselves nice and stacked, hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. One more breath. Let's lift up through reverse warrior. Left knee bends, inhale, reverse back. Exhale, cartwheel down. We'll step to down dog here. Breath in. Breath out. One more breath. Alrighty, everybody look forward. Bend your knees. Exhale, walk or a little hop towards the front. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, soften down. Let's inhale and rise all the way. And hands come to heart. Great. So we're getting ready for a little bit more balance here. If you want to grab a drink or a break or anything at all, you can go ahead and do what you need to do. You might need blocks for this next few rounds. So if you have blocks, just keep them in front of you, just in case. Once you're ready to come into balance, you will find your mountain pose. And if you find your mountain pose a little bit earlier or later, all good. Shoulders are down, palms face forward. Balancing onto the right leg first. We'll come back where we started here. Hands to prayer. Lift the left knee. Keeping that knee nice and high, we're going to take our right hand onto the hip, left hand onto the knee, pull it in. Now let's open it out to the side, dancing Shiva. Now to help you balance, you could extend opposite arm out. If you're very sturdy, you could try to change your gaze to follow your extended hand. And if that makes you fall over, well, you learned something, right? So our sight is one of the most important things to help us balance. One of the 3 elements of balance is focus with the eyes. So when you do change your gaze or close your eyes, it will get harder. Let's transition here right into trees. We'll take our left hand maybe back to hip or wherever you need to. Reach down, for left ankle and put it on the inside of the right leg. Maybe hands come to prayer, or you can grow your tree branches in whichever way suits your tree. We'll be here for just another few breaths. If at any time you fall, you either come back into it or you find peace in mountain pose. To release, we'll stretch the arms up, hands to heart as you take the left knee forward and up again. And we'll place it back down. I'm just going to shake that side off. You do what you need to do. And we'll do the same on the other side. We begin in mountain. Ground into both feet, and then just bring a little more awareness into the left. Hands at heart, perhaps, as you begin to lift the right knee. One more breath here. Lift your right knee as high as you can. And we'll take our right hand onto the knee, left hand onto the hip, and try to open up to Dancing Shiva. I needed to extend my arm right away there to stay steady. You do what you need to do. We'll stay here for several breaths. Maybe you try to close your eyes for a moment for challenge, or change your gaze to follow the extended hand. Bring your gaze back forward as we transition to tree. You'll slide your right hand down your foot and see if you can bring it to the inner thigh. If it comes down to the inner calf, totally cool, as long as it's not on your knee, because I want you to really engage your leg and your foot into each other. Anything that happens with your branches is wonderful, as we all make our own unique tree to be a part of our forest here at Victory Fields. Last few breaths. Getting ready to come out, arms sweep up, breath in. As you exhale and hands come to heart, bring your knee to the front and set it down, and let's shake it off. All right, our last couple of rounds of balance here. Staying right where we started. Right leg will stay forward. You're going to step the left leg back just about maybe 2 feet as we come in for Parsvattanasana. I'm going to show you from the side too, and go spin around. Hands come towards your low back. Take a big breath in here, look up, and as you exhale, you're going to bow forward with long legs, long spine, little bend maybe in the front knee. Once you get down there, let your hands either come onto the floor or the ground or onto your blocks. So we're getting a nice hamstring stretch here through the right leg. Take another moment there to really enjoy it. One more breath. Good, all right, so let's inhale and peel our spine long, so we're in that half lift. Now maybe hands come to blocks here as we transition into standing split. To find it, you might need to bend both legs to launch and then lift the left leg up and back. So you might start off here in more of a warrior 3, or you might start to bend down a little bit more towards that split, lifting the leg up. We're going to get a few fierce kicks here, everybody. Hope you're ready. Inhale, bend your both knees a little bit. Take them in towards the midline. Elbows can even bend. And then exhale, kick left heel up to the sky. Inhale, bend down into it. Exhale, kick it up to the sky. Last couple, inhale, bend. Exhale, kick. One more time. Inhale, bend down into a little crouch. Exhale, kick it nice and high, and we'll keep it here. Either keeping hands on the ground, or you can try a little extra balance here in standing split by bringing 1 or 2 hands onto the standing leg. Who knows? One last breath. Hands find the earth of the block, big breath in. Exhale, drop your leg down in a forward fold. Shake your head out, take a breath, and let it go. Let's rise. Inhale, sweep all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take just a moment, noticing any difference between your legs. And we'll try the other side. So now the left leg will be a little forward. We'll step the right leg back. So your feet are pretty much hips width apart. Back toes are pointing up on an angle towards the upper corner of the mat, or maybe even a little bit more forward. Hands into the back pockets so you don't dump in low back. Inhale, open, and exhale, hinge with as much of a bend in the knees that you need. Take a few moments to let yourself really arrive here in your Parsvattanasana. Letting hands come to the floor, maybe blocks. Some of you work with other arm variations, so you're welcome to do your thing, whatever it is that's in your practice. Oh, there's a nice breeze right now. I'm taking in all kinds of delicious oxygen. I love it. One more. Good. All right, let's inhale, wave spine long towards that half lift. Maybe you reach for your blocks as we start to find our beginning standing split, or maybe more of a warrior 3 variation here. Bend your legs, lift the back leg. So if you're more straight with a nice parallel body to the ground, it's kind of more of a warrior 3 variation, or you can start to tilt forward a little bit. We're going to take a big in breath here and curl the knee in, bend standing leg. Exhale, kick right heel up to the sky. Try again. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, big kick up there. Last 2, inhale, tuck. Exhale, a kick. And last 1, inhale, tuck. Exhale, kick. Now it's even higher. Either stay where you are, maybe bowing a bit more forward, or working on balance. 1 hand on standing ankle, 2 hands on standing ankle, or not. Let your gaze just come straight down to the ground. Anytime you need to drop your hands, you drop them down. Last breath. Let's all take our hands to the ground. Take a big breath in and exhale. Drop leg down, forward fold. Beautiful. Let's inhale and rise all the way up. And exhale, hands draw to heart center. Maybe let your eyes close. Standing in mountain, either continuing to keep your hands at the heart or allowing the hands to come down, shoulders are relaxed, palms face forward. Just taking some easy breaths and just feeling all that delicious stuff we just stirred up. 1 more breath to rest it out. Let's open our eyes. If we're going to walk up to the top of the mat, so if you're not already up at the top of your mat, take a little walk there. We got one last little sequence to do here before we hit the ground. Let's inhale, arm sweep. Exhale, hinge your way down to the earth. Inhale halfway and exhale, step your way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your right leg all the way up to the sky. Exhale, knee comes into the nose for your tiger curl. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, right knee now comes to the right tricep or shoulder. Hold it there. Finding a side plank, we'll roll to the outer edge of the left foot. And now you can take that right foot back to just kind of stagger in front, place on top. Or since we've already played around with tree, maybe try a tree here in your side plank. And take the sole of the right foot onto the left thigh. Do your thing. You could always drop the bottom knee down and take it like we did in the beginning. Last breath. Slowly make your way back to center plank. Hold center plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees, lower all the way down to the ground. Tuck your chin, inhale. Cobra, really press into the fingers, draw your shoulders back, chest proud. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. And we'll try the other side now. So let's lift the left leg all the way up. Exhale, knee into the nose and pause, tiger curl. Inhale, left leg, big sweep. Exhale, left knee to left tricep, shoulder, wherever you can get it. And then we will take our way into side plank, roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Left leg will shoot back, either stacking your feet, taking one in front of the other, or seeing if you can get into that tree variation on this side. Every side's different. Long, slow breaths. A little wiggle and jiggle is good. Those are all your stabilizer muscles turning on. One more breath. Slowly come to center plank and drop the knees, lower all the way down to the earth. And we're going to stay. Let your arms reach back. Bring your head to face one direction. Maybe you bend your knees and let your feet go a little side to side. Maybe making little circles with the lower and legs here, circling one way and the other. And we're just going to turn our head to the other side. So a nice equal stretch to the neck. Good. All right, let's push our way up to come on to the knees and then into a seat. And we're coming into our Sirsasana now, a couple of seated postures. So we'll begin in Dandasana or staff pose, extending your feet long in front of you. Sit up nice and tall, maybe pressing your hands just a little bit into the ground, just to remind yourself to lengthen up. We're going to keep the left leg long. Bend your right leg, taking the sole of your foot to the inside of the left thigh. Welcome to sit up on a block here if you need a little extra height. Inhale, arms reach up, and as you exhale, with a little bend in the straight leg, you'll bow over the front. So you always want to lead with the belly, trying not to round the spine, just taking your time. Sirsasana means head to knee, but that doesn't mean your head has to touch your knee. Just kind of making its way there, close enough. Last few breaths. Two to go. Try to release anything that you're still carrying here. And one more. Let's inhale, release to a tall spine. Come all the way up. Arms might come up. As you exhale, hands to heart center. You're going to pick your right knee up so it faces up. Sole your foot on the floor. Hug your shin in with your hands. We're coming into a twist here. You can either keep your left leg extended, or for those of you that want a little more hip action, you can bend your left leg and kind of tuck that heel in. I'm going to keep mine here. Take your right hand behind you. Inhale, left arm to the sky, and exhale, we'll twist over towards your bent knee. You can hold your knee like so. Sometimes I like to try to press my elbow to the outside, so whatever works. You can even look behind you and get a little deeper stretch in the neck. Just enjoy the moment you're in. All variations welcome. Last breath. Good. Let's inhale and unwind. Exhale. Extend your leg. Let's give them both a little pop and a shake. Maybe you bang the knees up and down a bit. And then we'll find Sirsasana. Opposite side. Starting with a nice tall spine in your staff pose. Bend the left leg. Sole of the foot comes inside your extended right leg. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, hinge and bend down. Not worrying about how far down you go, but just noticing how your body is responding. So as we stay here for several breaths, it might not look like anything is happening, but there's opportunities here for micro adjustments, whether they're physical micro adjustments, emotional, mental micro adjustments. Really nurturing yourself at all levels here. We'll enjoy this for another two. And one more. Let's release to tall spine. Inhale, rise. Arms might reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lift the left knee up. Use your hands to scoot your heel in towards the groin. You could also cross your foot over the thigh. Didn't mention that on the other side. And then bring that leg in if you wish. And keep mine where they were. Maybe bringing the right hand back, inhale, right arm up, left hand back, and twist. Twisting over to the bent knee. Try to draw the shoulders down and away from your ears. Maybe look all the way behind you. Still trying to take full sips of air, even though we're a little twisted up here. Last two. Last one. Let's release on the in-breath, unwind. Exhale, straighten your legs out, maybe give them a little pop. And we're going to make our way down onto our backs. Take a slow ride down or a quick ride. Once you get there, we'll let the knees just rest on the chest. Maybe you hold on to your thighs. Just kind of allow the weight of the legs to relax your back down into the ground. You can rock gently from side to side, just trying to allow more parts of your back body to start to make a connection with the ground beneath you as you just allow a softening here. So no work, just soft. I always like to sneak a back bend in, so let's take our feet down to the ground as we approach bridge. Your ankles will land right under the knees. You could take them a little further away if needed, but no need to bring them any closer. Hands alongside you, wide palms. Press into your feet to lift your hips. Try to go one vertebra at a time. Maybe you walk your shoulders a little closer to each other underneath you. Stay here and breathe. Try to really accentuate that opening through the front line of the body. Not turning your head here to protect your neck. Relax your face. Last two here. One more. On your in-breath, walk your shoulders back out. Exhale, lower the hips down. Find your block. We're making our way into a gentle inversion. Our waterfall pose here, so we'll lift our hips up again. You can either just put your block on the low height. I kind of like my mid-height today, so you do you. I wouldn't go any higher than that. If you're on the mid-height before you lift your legs, you want to take the knees in, bent, so you can kind of find that balance point so you don't tip over on your block, and then extend the legs up. And if you don't feel stable here, take your time to rearrange yourself. You're just allowing the blood to start to flow downwards. Allowing the heart to work a little less. Also enjoying a little change in perspective. I love going upside down, especially when I'm feeling a little frazzled or tired. Really anytime, just to change my perspective. So whether it's in a gentle inversion like this, or something more vigorous, even down dog, just changing up your perception of things can really help. Be here now, last 2 breaths. One last one. Super duper. Let's slowly make our way down. Bring your feet back down to the mat. Lift yourself up off of the block and set it to the side. Coming to recline bound angle, soles of the feet will touch as the knees open up. If you want a little extra support for your hips, if it's too intense, you'll slide blocks underneath each thigh. Take a moment to allow your shoulders again to drop from ears, palms face the sky. You might start with a few active breaths, controlled breaths, pranayama. Inhaling, fill the belly and move on up through the chest. Exhaling, chest down to belly. In through the nose, long, slow, and deep. and out. Three more breaths here on your own. And we'll take our last breath here in this pose. Take it in. And let it go. To prepare for Shavasana, we'll just gently take the knees in, give yourself a hug, a squeeze. If there's any last moves, wiggles, asanas that your body needs at this time, go ahead and do that. And whenever you are feeling ready to just luxuriate in your own glory, you'll extend your legs down your mat if it's comfortable. If you've extended them down the mat and your lower back needs a little pressure taken off of it, you can bend your knees with your feet on the ground and let your knees knock in towards each other, or even roll a blanket up under the knees or a pillow so the knees are just gently bent and extended. Once you get there, you just let the breath come and go, no longer controlling the breath. No longer controlling the body or the mind, but just allowing yourself to be. Letting all the different poses that we did today, the breath work, mindfulness, just all settle. We'll be here for a few more breaths together. And you're always welcome to take a longer Shavasana if you have the time to. And it's totally normal for your brain to start to get active. And maybe you're starting to tick off the things you have to do today. Just notice that's where your mind went, because you learned something about yourself from that. And then just let it go. Whatever it is, wherever your mind went, you notice it, and then you let it be. We'll very slowly start to awaken the senses again by maybe wiggling your toes and fingers or rolling your wrists. You can take a big stretch of the arms back maybe. At some point you'll take the knees to the chest, wrap yourself, hold yourself, love yourself. Roll off to one side and slowly make your way up into seated. Once you have arrived in a seated position, and there is no rush, you will take your hands to prayer at the heart. Coming full circle here. If there was an intention that you set at the beginning of class, recall it. Very often our intentions work just as well off the mat as they do on. This could be something you carry with you throughout your day. We'll close our class again with the sound of Om and prepare with a cleansing breath. Let's take it in together. Sigh it away. And inhale for your Om. Slowly open your eyes. I want to thank you so much for joining me out there in TV land. Everybody that's joined me today on the field. I hope you guys have a glorious day. Let's take our thumb knuckles to the third eye center. Namaste, my friends. Thank you all so much. Have a great day. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I love it.